In Brooklyn's darkest corners, a man built a machine. Roy DeMeo not only killed, he inspired fear, loyalty, and death. Behind him was a crew so ruthless, so efficient, the FBI called them the murder machine. They were known as the Gemini twins. The Gemini twins were specialists in murder. Chris Rosenberg, DeMeo's right-hand man, was cold, precise, and feared even by his allies. But in 1979, Rosenberg's own ambition and a botched drug deal put him in the crosshairs. To protect the crew and the Gambino family, DeMeo himself shot Rosenberg in the head. Proving loyalty to the crew sometimes meant blood had to be paid in full. Joseph Guglielmo, the planner and strategist, orchestrated every hit and robbery with ruthless calculation. He survived the worst of the crew's chaos, but was eventually arrested in the mid-1980s during the FBI crackdown. Facing multiple murder charges, he cooperated with investigators to reduce his sentence and quietly lived out the rest of his life away from the streets he once ruled. Anthony Center, the pure muscle of the crew, fearless and brutal, carried out the most dangerous assignments without hesitation. His violence eventually caught up with him. He was convicted in the mid-1980s for multiple murders and sentenced to life in prison without parole, ending his reign of terror behind bars. Other members of the crew met similar fates. Some were arrested, some turned informants, others disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Even Roy DeMeo himself, the mastermind, could not escape the violent world he had created. In 1983, DeMeo was murdered, shot multiple times in the head, and left in the trunk of his Cadillac, a final reminder that in this life of blood and crime, even the king of the murder machine could fall. The Gemini twins perfected murder. Kidnappings, armed robberies, and drug deals all ended in sudden, violent death. Victims were lured, killed, and often dismembered, sometimes in the very apartments they trusted. Each member had a role, forming a machine of death so efficient that no one dared interfere. Their ruthlessness was terrifying, their loyalty unshakable. They left a trail of fear across Brooklyn. Chris Rosenberg, Joseph Guglielmo, Anthony Center, and the rest weren't just criminals. They were monsters in suits, the perfect killing machine. Every crime, every death reinforced their legacy. The Gemini twins became legends of terror, a crew no one wanted to cross. The streets of Brooklyn are full of secrets some too dark to forget. Want to uncover more of the darkest crews in Mafia history? Subscribe and hit the bell.